Hi, I'm Steve Dresser. I'm from MVP. Today we're going to be testing the water in Kansas City to see who has the best water and see who has the worst water. A couple different things we're going to look for. We're going to look for the dissolved solids, and we're going to look for the chlorine content in the water and the mineral hardness in the water. Today we're going to be testing the water and comparing them between Zona Rosa and Zona Rosa filtered water. The gentleman I work with brought me both of these. He brought me Zona Rosa and he brought me the Brita out of his equipment. Now if we zoom in on this, you can actually see how cloudy that actually is, and that is actually water from Zona Rosa. I'll tell you what, I'm not drinking it. You see all those little floaties? Definitely not going to drink it. Test this one for its hardness. And if we look at this, there is no discoloration to it whatsoever. So let's just grab the reading for this. We push our magic button and it shows us 1.9 parts per million as far as chlorine goes. So Zona Rosa is actually using a chlorine and ammonia base. So there is more ammonia in that water than there is chlorine, and that's why it's not turning as quickly and not turning those colors. So we're going to go in and go ahead and get our hardness test in here. Started with our 5 drops. You see it starting to change. Went to 12. It completely changed. Our parts million for Zona Rosa is 218. So that shows us the water coming out of just their tap. Now we're going to see the water that's coming out of his Brita. Now here's the thing that shocked us. No agent to it whatsoever, and you can see there's a slight discoloration already of the water. But let's just see what it is for our chlorine content. We're at 0.2, so that's the best. So that Brita actually is removing some of that chlorine. It's moving, in this case, it removed 1.2 parts per million. And let's just see what it did with the hardness side. And it completely turned. So now the conditioned Brita water shows us that it's 10. So it did remove 2 parts per million of hardness out of the water, along with all that chlorine that was pulling out. We had one more test on there, and that was the TDS for that treated water, or for that Brita water, which is really interesting to see. That TDS is still at 213. So even though it is pulling out the chlorines that it can, it is still 213 parts per million, which is only 5 different from that 218 of the regular tap water. So either A, he didn't clean his Brita and replace the filter because they advertise that you can get down to single digits, or B, someone's lying to us. Based on these results, I would give Zona Rosa a C to C+. Based on the results of the overall filtered water coming out of the machine that one of our techs brought, I'd give them a D to D-. Tune in next week, we'll be testing the water in a city near you.